Welcome to CBS This Morning. We begin with this. It is another historic day on Capitol Hill, where the initial vote on 2 articles of impeachment against President Trump is expected in just a few hours. The House Judiciary Committee began a highly charged meeting on the issue last night. Democrats once again laid out their charges that the president abused his power for his own political benefit and obstructed their investigation. And both parties are calling this proceeding a sad day for America.
This morning, we're also learning about a new White House defense strategy. Nancy Cordes is in the room where the hearing will resume this morning. Nancy, what's next in this process?
Well, 40 lawmakers made their opening statements in this room last night. This morning, the true debate begins. Republicans will try to change the articles of impeachment, strike parts out. Democrats will move to block them. This is the final step before a full House vote.
Today, we begin consideration of 2 articles of impeachment against President Donald J. Trump.
This is the most corrupt, rigged railroad job I've seen in my entire life.
This is not a rush to judgment. It's a rush to justice.
The two sides debated well into the night.
Will any of them say that the presidents of the United States should not drag foreign powers into our elections?
A record of a Democratic Party who's lost all moorings of fairness and good taste. That's what we're seeing here.
Democrats defended their articles of impeachment, one for abuse of power, the other obstruction of Congress.
Refusing to turn over even one document. That's what requires us to act now.
Even President Nixon cooperated with Congress, but President Trump has thumbed his nose at constitutional power.
The abuse of power article argues President Trump corruptly solicited the government of Ukraine to publicly announce investigations into a political opponent.
President Donald J. Trump wielded the enormous powers of the presidency to cheat in the 2020 election.
Republicans channeled the president's charge that these articles are impeachment light.
What we're debating here, in my opinion, is the weakest case in history.
Whatever happened to quid pro quo, extortion, and bribery? The Democrats have been telling us it was clear. The facts were undisputed. The evidence was overwhelming, except it wasn't any of those things, and now it's all gone.
Democrats hit back.
Wrong is wrong, from your workplace to the White House. There's no time to spare here, no time to waste. This is a constitutional crime spree.
It comes as new polls show public support for impeachment is holding steady. About 45% think President Trump should be removed from office.
This is about one basic fact. The Democrats have never accepted the will of the American people.
The smoking gun is already reloaded. And whether or not it gets fired, that's up to us.
It's a little late in the process, but last night the White House offered up its most detailed explanation yet for why the president withheld military aid to Ukraine. In this 9-page memo from the Office of Management and Budget, they argue that this hold was temporary and part of a regularly used procedure. But several of the witnesses testified in this room that they asked repeatedly why the aid was being withheld, and they were never given that answer or any other.
Very interesting new details there, Nancy. Thank you very much.